Prohibition, also known as the era of Prohibition, originated from various moral, religious, and health considerations that formed the basis for the enactment of alcohol prohibition in the United States. Since the early 19th century, there was a growing temperance movement opposing excessive alcohol consumption. Moral and social groups, particularly evangelical Protestants, believed that alcoholism led to moral degradation and family breakdown. They supported alcohol prohibition as a step towards improving ethics and morality in society. Some religious groups also supported prohibition as part of their teachings. Protestant denominations and other churches believed that abstaining from alcohol was a religious command, and the alcohol ban would bring them closer to the desired morality set by God. Over time, awareness grew regarding the adverse health impacts of alcohol on society. Health organizations and medical groups began supporting alcohol prohibition, believing that alcohol caused health issues such as domestic violence, unproductive work, and other social disruptions. The combination of moral, religious, and health considerations influenced public opinion and strengthened the movement to ban alcohol. On January 17, 1920, the 18th Amendment to the United States Constitution was enacted, officially banning the production, sale, and distribution of alcoholic beverages nationwide. During this time, the federal government tried to oversee and enforce the alcohol ban through strict law enforcement efforts. The federal government and law enforcement agencies made significant efforts to enforce the alcohol ban. They seized illegal alcoholic beverages, closed alcohol selling establishments, and arrested those involved in illegal trading. Despite these law enforcement efforts, many members of society and speakeasy businesses continued to find ways to obtain alcoholic beverages illegally. The Prohibition era had significant social impacts. Many people changed their consumer behavior and sought ways to access illegal alcoholic beverages. Speakeasies and underground entertainment venues became popular, reflecting the ongoing demand for alcohol. Additionally, the flourishing illegal alcohol trade led to increased illicit activities such as smuggling and corruption. The Prohibition era witnessed the emergence of famous figures like Al Capone and John Dillinger. They gained notoriety for exploiting prohibition to profit from illegal alcohol trade. The influence of gangsters and other criminal organizations also increased during the Prohibition era. They dominated the illegal alcohol trade and operated throughout the United States. The rising demand for illegal alcohol led to increased levels of crime and corruption during Prohibition. Conflicts between criminal groups vying for control of the illegal alcohol trade also became significant problems. Public opinion towards Prohibition began to change. More people realized that alcohol prohibition was ineffective and created new problems, such as the rise of organized crime and bootlegging. Anti-prohibition groups gained strength and support from various sectors of society. Prohibition resulted in a loss of government revenue from alcohol taxes. During the Great Depression that hit the United States, the government needed additional sources of income. By repealing prohibition, the government aimed to boost the economy through taxes generated from legal alcohol sales. The Prohibition era faced significant challenges in the implementation and enforcement of effective law enforcement. Despite the government's efforts to enforce alcohol prohibition, illegal activities such as smuggling and speakeasies continued to thrive. Failures in handling illegal activities weakened public support for prohibition. During the Great Depression, the need to conserve resources became crucial. The government realized that strengthening law enforcement and enforcing prohibition required substantial funding, which could be redirected to more urgent efforts to improve the economy. Finally, on December 5, 1933, the 21st Amendment was successfully ratified, officially repealing prohibition. With the end of the Prohibition era, the production, sale, and distribution of alcoholic beverages were allowed once again in the United States.